everybody? This is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. So today we're going to talk about the 2022 NFL Draft, the first pick for the Atlanta Falcons, number 8 overall pick. So before we get into the video, guys, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the share button so my video can go out through the YouTube universe, so everybody can hear me talk about these Atlanta Falcons. And then please hit the like button so I know you guys like to hear what I talk about. So let's get into the video. So something interesting happened this weekend before we get into the pick, number 8 overall pick. Our friend, our number 1 receiver, Calvin Ridley, started a tweet again. Interesting tweets. Really didn't say a whole lot. One of his tweets was football is life. Just going back and forth like these one-liners or whatever. But one thing I can say, it's good to see him back on Twitter. Hopefully he can start getting some discussions with the Atlanta Falcons, where these guys can get an idea what they need to do with that $11 million that they owe him. They're going to make a trade, or he's all in to be Atlanta Falcon, and they could try to find somewhere else to create that cap space that we need. So we just have to see. Personally, I think that Calvin Ridley probably want to have a fresh start somewhere. That's the case. Hopefully we can get a good pick for him, but we definitely need to be able to find something out soon here from Calvin Ridley. Of course, you guys know that free agency start on the 13th. And they can start actually talking to some of these unrestricted free agents on the 13th. Of course, we got to get our salary cap figured out first. So it's going to still be interesting to see about that salary cap. How we're going to get it where we need to be. We about $7.3 million over the cap right now. So we definitely need to be able to make some kind of decisions on this roster. We go back to some of our other videos. We know how they can actually do that. We're not going to get into that today. Hopefully we hear something this week on some of those decisions that they're going to make with some of our players. All right, so let's get into the number 8 overall pick. Of course, this week the combine just ended, and a lot of people don't take a stock in the combine. Really, I don't either. However, the whole idea of the combine is just to, after you guys look at film, look at tape, they kind of look at the field and look at these some of the things they have to do, the broad jump, the vertical, the shuttle drill, the 40, all the big medical things that they go through with the doctors and stuff like that. So all those things play a very important part in this interview that these guys are actually getting to get paid millions of dollars to play football in the National Football League. So I think it's very important. Some of these players, especially the players that not highly touted, they come out and actually put a good performance out during the combine. So some of these guys that got a name for themselves, the combine probably don't really play that much a role what they're gonna do, because their tape speaks for themselves. I mean, for example, we had some players that didn't even participate in the combine. They're probably going to wait till their pro days. Kayvon Thibodeau, Nakobe Dean, Derek Stingley Jr., who was just coming out for surgery, didn't participate as well. So just a couple of guys that was in that top 20 range in the draft that's projected to be in the top 20. They didn't participate this week. So, of course, these guys definitely going to have private practices with coaches and NFL teams, and they're probably going to participate in their pro days. So, like I said, don't take a whole lot of stock into the combine, but some guys actually made some money this weekend, and I can just say, proud of it. The Georgia Bulldogs made money this weekend. I think every Georgia Bulldog that actually participated in the combine this weekend, they already was highly touted being one of the best defenses in college football national championship history. But these guys actually just put on the show this weekend, and I really believe that some of the things that they was able to show on the field kind of put things in the back of some of these teams' mind that may probably could shake up the way the draft is going to be played out. So it's going to be very interesting to see where these guys from Georgia go. And it really got me thinking about what the Falcons actually going to do at the number 8 overall pick. So I'm really interested to see what these guys going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. You guys let me know what you think about who I decide that these guys going to take. So before I talk about who I think they're going to take, let's just talk about the needs. The needs, of course. Terry Fontenot was really adamant about he goes best player available, right? So he's not going for needs. However, when you picking an 8th-round pick, I mean, at the number 8 overall pick, you actually probably could fill a need and get the best player available at the same time because it's such a high pick, right? So the 8th overall pick, you can actually kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can actually get best player available, and then you also can probably fill one of your needs. So the needs that the Falcons got, of course, they got a need at cornerback. They got a need at defensive end, defensive pass rusher. They got a need at wide receiver. They got a need at offensive line. They got a need at running back. They probably got a need at linebacker as well. So just look at all those positions. And then if you just look at, like I said, some of the top projected positions that's out there, they could definitely fill one of those needs within the first 8 picks based off the projections right now and based what we've seen from the film with some of these guys that's going to be coming out. So from an offensive standpoint, they could go Tyler Linderbaum, they could go Neal, or they can go Ikonu. They can go either one of those guys at number 8. That will fill one of their needs at number 8 overall pick. They can go cornerback. They can go Darius Sting Jr. or they could go Sauce Gardner. That'll fill a need. Defensive end, they could go Agent Hutchinson. They can go Kayvon Thibodeau. They can go Trayvon Walker. They can go David Ajobo. They can go Jermaine Johnson. They can go any of those guys. They can fill a need. They could go what Jordan Davis was able to do. They can go defensive tackle as well and fill a need as well. They could go receivers. Traylon Burks kind of had a bad showing, dropping a lot of passes, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna do his thing probably in his pro day, so to get his stock back up there. But his tape tells a lot, even though his tape shows him catching a lot of short passes and taking off with him. I don't know about how his route tree is with Traylon Burks, but he's a big receiver. I definitely say a big receiver is somebody that we definitely could utilize in Arthur Smith offense. So that could be a route they go. I did mention safety, but Kyle Hamilton would definitely be a good need for us as well. Of course, we know we got 2 young safeties on our team right now, and Richard Grant and Jalen Hawkins. So Kyle Hamilton probably will be an upgrade from both of those guys. I'm not saying those guys not going to be great pros, but Kyle Hamilton, 220 pounds, 6'4", freakish athlete, definitely probably an upgraded safety as well. So if they felt like he was the best player available at the time, they probably would go ahead and pull the trigger on him as well. All right, so I just called out all the needs that we could possibly get for the Falcons and kind of the best player available at those times. So of course you got to look at the Giants got 2 picks like right before us. So the Giants got needs as well. The offensive lineman, they probably need defensive end, they probably need defensive tackle, they probably need cornerback. So a lot of those guys that we was kind of wishing for could be gone with those 2 picks that the Giants got. We got the Carolina Panthers that picked right before us. That's going to be interesting as well because do they go ahead and get Kenny Pickett at receiver, or do they get offensive lineman, or do they double down again on the defensive end and defensive side of the ball and actually pick another defender. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Carolina Panthers do as well. All right. So just saying all that, guys, I feel like the Atlanta Falcons probably need to go defense and at that number 8 pick. All right. Of course, we got needs at receiver. We got needs at running back. We got needs at offensive line. But I think this draft is deep enough that you probably can get some of those guys later on in the draft. And plus, unless you're picking Neal, Tyler Baum, or Econo at 8, you don't want to go offensive lineman. So even one of those guys at 8, maybe you probably would go at 8. However, I really think these guys need to do something with either the secondary or the defensive line. So here it goes, guys. I'm going to pick number 8 overall pick. If he's there, I'm going to go ahead and pick Sauce Gardner for the Atlanta Falcons. So, yes, I'm picking another cornerback. I think we got a number 1 corner on our team already. So, doubling down with Sauce Gardner some people could probably see the overkill. We already got number 1 corner. Why not go defensive end? But the reason why I didn't go defensive end, because I really believe that some of those defensive ends probably going to be gone. Agent Hutchinson's or Kayden Thibodeau. I don't know if Jermaine Johnson is worth that number 8 pick. Probably is. The way Trayvon Walker performed at the combine, he probably could be worth that number 8 overall pick as well. But the way I look at it, I think the defensive pass rush is deep. It's very deep. But I think when it comes to cornerback, it's probably only like 3 or 4 cornerbacks that could match what either Darius Stingley Jr. or Sauce Gardner probably could bring to the table. I think if you get 2 lockdown corners, you're definitely going to be able to fix the pass rush, because now those guys could be sticky icky on the edges, and then you just need to find somebody to go in that nickel. They would decide to bring Isaiah Oliver back. That could be an option for them as well. So having Sauce Gardner on one side, having AJ Terrell on the other side, I think that'll definitely be a formidable secondary. Like I said, we're going to have to do something with the safety position, because we still have 2 young safeties back there. But if you could have 2 shutdown corners in NFL, that'll definitely help. And we definitely be able to still fix our pass rush later on in the draft. So it's hard, because I really want to go with either Jermaine Johnson or Trayvon Walker at this spot. But I just think if you're looking at the board, and then I'm just thinking Falcons right now, and they're looking at their board, and they're looking at best player available. And if Sauce Gardner is still on the board at number 8, I think he probably would be the best player available over a Jermaine Johnson and over a Trayvon Walker. Those guys are right behind him. But if you're just going best player available, that's what I'm going by. And I'm not going by need, because like I said, if we just wanted to go for need, it's the value of the pick, the number 8 overall pick. You're going to get the best player available. If Kyle Hamilton there, I probably would pick him over Sauce Gardner. I don't think Kyle Hamilton going to be there at number 8, so that's why I'm going Sauce Gardner. The reason I didn't pick Darius Stingley Jr., because he just got off his surgery. I think he's just as good of a corner as Sauce Gardner, but I like Sauce Gardner's size. He's 6'1". He just ran a 4.4 140. He had over 1,000 snaps as a cornerback in college and did not give up a touchdown. That's saying a lot. That is just really saying a lot about his skill set. And he might not even be there at number 8, but if he is there at number 8, like I said, I definitely go with Sauce Gardner at number 8. No, we still did not addressed our one of our biggest need, which is pass rusher. But like I said, I think the pass rush depth in this draft is very deep. So we'll be able to address that later on in the draft, and we can double down. Remember, we still got 2 second-round picks, so we can actually double down with those picks and go get some definitely great depth pieces for our defensive end pass rush that we need for this team. Like I said, it's kind of really hard to think about it because, like I said, I probably would have went with Jermaine Johnson. Definitely would have went with Trayvon Walker. Jordan Davis, the way he performed, you know, guys, how I feel about a big body beside Grady Jarrett to help Grady Jarrett with some of those double teams. If Jordan Davis was there, I kind of think Jordan Davis, number 8, his value is a little bit too high for him. That's the only reason why I decided not to pick Jordan Davis. So with saying all that, if Atlanta would decide to trade back, then all those guys that I mentioned, Trayvon Walker, Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Davis, all would be in play. But at number 8, I think if Sauce Gardner is there on the board, and I'm thinking about Atlanta Falcons, and I'm thinking about the philosophy of this regime where they're taking best player available, I think Sauce Gardner would be the best player available for those guys. So, guys, you let me know what you think about that. That's who I'm picking at number 8. I'm picking Sauce Gardner. 2 lockdown corners for the Falcons. Remember, that will also help the pass rush. No, we didn't address pass rush in the first round, but it's more picks in this draft. We can definitely build up on that, and don't forget about free agency as well. But if we can get 2 lockdown corners from AJ Terrell and Sauce Gardner, I think the Falcons should go ahead and do that because he would be the best player available. And cornerback is a need. So like I said, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting your need and you're getting your best player available. That's who's on your board. If you think about it, that's what they did last year. They took Kyle Pitts. He was the best player available on the board. They had a need for an explosive weapon. Somebody can take the place of Julio Jones. So that's what we got. Sauce Gardner. Like I said, a lot of these guys made money this weekend. Those Georgia boys, man. I really wouldn't be mad if the Falcons selected all Georgia players in this draft. That's just how I felt. How these guys performed this weekend and how they performed this last season during their college career. So that's where I'm at. So guys, that's all I have today. Number 8 overall, the Atlanta Falcons select Ahmad Sauce Gardner. That's what I got. And it's your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.